Welcome again to King's Bioproduction Academy. Let's discuss about the importance of our body cells and where they are produced. Let's understand about the body cells and where they are produced. We have cell number one, the parietal cells, and something called the parietal cells. Where are they produced? The parietal cells are found in the stomach, and its role is production of HCl. We'll have various roles of HCl in the stomach. Like the first one now you can speak about providing the acidic medium in the stomach for the protein digestive enzymes, activation of the enzymes which are in the precursor form, like the pepsinogen being converted to pepsin. Then we have the cell number two, the chief cells. The chief cells will be producing something called pepsinogen. And what will be the role of the pepsinogen? Pepsinogen will convert the pepsin, will activate the inactive form of the enzyme pepsinogen to pepsin. Then we have the melanocytes. Melanocytes produces melanin. Melanin is what gives our skin color, of which again the other role is protection of our skin against the ultraviolet radiation, and that is why some people who lack melanin, like the albinos, they're more prone to the skin cancer because of that lack of the melanin, so they'll suffer much on the UV light radiations. We have something called the islets of Langerhans. Islets of the Langerhans are cells found in the pancreas. What will be the role? They will be having some two sets of cells, which will be the beta cells and the alpha cells. The beta cells will be producing insulin. And understand this because some students have a problem on responding when it comes to the insulin. Insulin will be produced by the beta cells, which will be released to the blood and transported to the liver, where in the liver now they'll convert the sugars when they're in high concentration right above normal, and convert them to normal. Then those sugars can be stored, those excess can be stored in the liver's glycogen. Then we have the alpha cells, which produces glucagon still in the pancreas, released to the blood, transported to the liver. Once in the liver, they will convert the stored glucose, the stored glycogen, sorry, to glucose that is in the liver, and blood sugar level will now be rising high to normal because they were low below normal. We have the Leydig cells. The Leydig cells will be found in the testes. We have said this one is found in the pancreas. Then melanocytes is found on the skin. Chief cells will be found in the stomach. We have the parietal cells still in the stomach. So we are saying the Leydig cells are found in the testes, and what will be the role? It will be producing the hormones called the testosterone. The testosterone is a hormone produced by the androgens, of which this produce now the testosterone, which is the Leydig cells. And then the Leydig cells will be determining the male sexual characteristics, the secondary sexual characteristics. An example, the broadening of the muscles, the widening of the muscles. And then again, we speak about the force projections because of the Saddam Hubble. Then we have the Sertoli cells. The Sertoli cells are still produced in the testes, but now it will be serving a different role. This one was determining or production of testosterone, which determine the male secondary sexual characteristics. The Sertoli cells will do about the nourishment of the sperm. Once the sperm is produced, we have to feed it, of which that is the nourishment. And now, because of the nourishment, it will regulate the sperm development. We have the goblet cells. The goblet cells will be produced in the stomach. Of which these goblet cells, what will be the role of the goblet cells? It will be production of the mucus. But now, what will be the role of that mucus? The mucus will be having some various roles. And the main role is about the lining of the stomach wall to prevent it from being corroded by the hydrochloric acid. And that is why if that section is corroded, that is where you'll hear people saying they have the heartburn. That heartburn is because of that what? The gastrointestinal juice, which will be in the stomach. Our next will be, we have the plasma cells. We have the plasma cells. So about the plasma cells, that is from the P lymphocytes. We are speaking about what? P lymphocytes. What will be the role of the plasma cells? Plasma cells will be producing antibodies, and you know the roles of the antibodies is about defense against the pathogens. Defense against what? So that is production of antibodies, and this is done by the white blood cells, the lymphocytes. And we're saying the lymphocytes will be produced by the plasma cells. Then we have now the nerve cells. When we speak about the nerve cells, that is, we are speaking about the neurons, of which about the neuron will be producing, these cells will be producing some chemical substance called the neurotransmitters. When we're doing the impulse transmission, it will be done by some chemicals, that is especially the junction, that is at the synapse. We have some two chemicals which are very important, that is the acetylcholine and the noradrenaline, of which the role will be about the impulse transmission. Another cell will be osteoblast. The osteoblast will be produced in the bones, and these now will be producing, that osteoblast will be producing some collagen and the bone matrix, of which the role will be to build our bones. Our bones, we have long bones, we have the short bones within our bodies, and these bones, we're speaking about some cells called the osteoblast are the one that will be producing that what? Collagen and the bone matrix. We have another one called the jantrocytes, of which the jantrocytes will be produced by the cartilage. You know, on support, we discussed about what? Cartilage and tendons. And the tendons, we said it was about the attachment between a bone and a muscle. But attachment of a bone and a bone is what we are calling a cartilage. Like here, I have my ulnar radius and I have my femur here. So between these two connection of our bones here will be a cartilage, and we are saying that cartilage will be produced by something called what? Jantrocytes, and these jantrocytes will be producing the cartilage matrix, which will be building and maintaining the cartilage tissue, so our cartilage should be strong. Then we have the erythropoietin. In short, we call it erythropoietin, and the erythropoietin will be stimulating red blood cell production. Your red blood cells are always produced after each and every 4 months. They die, so we have to replace. And that is why it's not recommended we transfuse blood which have been stored more than a month. The main reason they will do what? They will die. After 4 months, all the red blood cells, the lifespan of red blood cells is 4 months. So we have to produce those red blood cells continuously because they serve a lot of functions. An example is transportation of oxygen and even carbon peroxides, and even the carbon too. So where they are produced is what we call it, erythropoietin. Then we have the thymus. Some cells produced, and the thymus, this will be producing the T cells, the T-word cells. Then the last one, another list, we have the hepatocytes. The hepatocytes are produced in the liver, and this one will be producing bile. The bile will be having various roles, like fat digestion, and also we are speaking about these hepatocytes producing the blood proteins. We have various blood proteins within our body, and their role now, those bile will be detoxification, and also further digestion, that is emulsification. Thank you very much. You can subscribe, hit the subscription button so that you can get more content when it comes to your biology. Thank you very much.